Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Crowdsourced challenge on Marwell Manor Farm, where today we're going to continue work on setting up for the DLC. In today's job, you might notice I'm under 10k, that's fine, because today's job is going to involve me cheating in money. We are going to need 20, just cheat money, 30,000. That should be enough. We need 26k for this. Yes, please. And we're going to need a poplar saplings pallet or two. Get two. This is not the last time I'll be cheating money, and I will be cheating in additional money and time to actually buy the DLC equipment. The Anderson equipment. I should be able to just... yes. So let's get the beacons on. And yes, today is poplar planting day. In yesterday's stream, if you saw, we did the fertilizing of the field, so the field is ready for 4 poplars now, and the only 2 jobs that are needed to be done now are going to be yes, I'm aware I was speeding. There goes 250 for speeding. The only 2 jobs that need to be done now are actually planting the poplars and giving them another bunch of fertilizer just so that they're ready to go. In random news, since the stream yesterday, I've updated guidance steering, much to Wobster's joy, I assume, and courseplay, which is now not active in the save game because courseplay wouldn't let me in. There's some sort of weird problem that I've been having with the HUD. I may need to remove all references to courseplay in the save game or something. So let's set up an AB line here. Is that an AB line? That is an AB line. I was 11 centimeters short, so that's oh wow, yeah, that's why Wobster was quite annoyed with me for having the super old version of guidance steering. Excuse me? It's not letting me... It's not... Am I missing something here? I'm going to have to let Wobster know about this, because that shouldn't be happening. So I'm going to have to do is manually follow this. We'll set it at 2 meters, and we're going to have to manually follow GPS because it no longer works with the wheel for some reason, and I'm not entirely sure why. But this is going to be done for the bio baler for the DLC. I'm hoping 2 meters is enough that this doesn't end up as a mess. We are going to do this slowly because I'm having to manually follow the GPS line. It is looking increasingly like 3 or 4 meters might be a better setting. So let's just change it up to 4 meters. Yeah, that's looking like it'll be just a straight up better setting for this than 2 meters. And it is looking like I did buy too many poplars. Which is fine, I guess. Is this on hard worker? No, it's just being... It's just driving in a perfectly straight line. It's not something I'm used to from farm sim tractors. So let's see where a 4 meter... That's way too much. Okay, yeah, let's auto it again. Let's set it at 2 meters and see where it wants me to go. That... I actually think 2 meters might be good. Yeah, 2 meters will be fine. Because I want the poplars kind of tightly packed, but not so tightly packed that it's impossible to do anything with them. Oh yeah, 2 meters is perfect. Eight kilometers an hour is our top speed here, by the way. If you're wondering why I'm driving so slowly. This is absolutely the fastest I can go. And people have been saying that poplars actually grow back now, which is something that I wasn't aware of. That wasn't a thing in 17, so they've changed the rules slightly for how poplars work. Which, I don't know if I like that or not. I like the fact that poplars grow back because it makes them a bit more profitable. It kind of follows the sugarcane rule of plant it once and just be done with it. And the grass rule of plant it once and just be done with it and just get infinite crop out of your one planting. I'm trying... You know, now's a good time to test. Does that destroy the poplars? It does. Right. That means this is not the tractor I want to be using right now. This is... I'm just going to skip through the hedge. I don't want to use the class on this, because that is just a bad idea. That is just asking for trouble. What I am going to do, however, is just save this track as Poplar. We'll save the track. There we go. We'll put out a bit more of a loan. And we will rent. Do I want to buy it at this point? Because I'm just going to end up renting it forever. Yeah, let's buy it at this point, because, you know, we're already in debt. We're already really in debt, so let's just buy the damn AgroStar. Can you wait, what? Deutz alternate 1, Deutz alternate... I'm not seeing any big differences. That... Okay, this is what I would consider as the Deutz color, but apparently it's that color green. And I'm going to want it with the most front weight possible, so 10 kilos. I'm going to want a front loader attacher for the future. I'm going to want... No, not Nokians. Can I get narrow Midas? No. Trelleborg I can put narrow tires on. And I'm going to want GPS on it. That's bringing me up to 36. Screw it. Just going to cheat in money here. There we go. We spent 45 grand on a small tractor. And here it is. Oh, listen to how quiet it is now. This is the updated version. That's actually like audible with human ears and balanced with the rest of the sounds in game. There seems to be some input lag actually now. Oh no, it's just the Deutz's really weird steering, okay. Slightly annoyed by the fact that GPS isn't working properly. I will... Where's Poplar? There we go. I'll send Wobster a message just letting him know that it's currently non-functional with steering wheels. Possibly due to the fact that wheels, you kind of want your dead zone set to 0. That's distinctly a possibility. Oh yeah, I forgot to turn on shuttle for this. There we go. I was wondering why it just shut off. Yeah, you don't have shuttle engaged yet, Dave. There we go. So is this going to have the same problem as the class, or is it just a mod-specific thing? Yeah, no, it's just not working at the moment. That kind of sucks. Oh well, we'll make do. This could very easily be a job that we finish in today's stream. Tomorrow's stream. It's tomorrow's stream for me. It's today's stream for you guys. Just because this, I want to try and get this field done today, if at all possible. It may in fact be done off camera because I just want it done today. I want the poplars to be ready for Tuesday. And there is going to be some wibbly-wobbly timey-wimey where I zip time forward for basically no reason other than the DLC is out. Yeah, that is going to happen. I'm telling you this now. So the hope is that I get all of this done today so that I'm ready for Tuesday, ready for the DLC, and ready for whatever comes my way in between. And on the bright side, this is a... I have been told, by the way, by a lot of you guys that the Field 23 idea wasn't based on Daggerwin. It was based on nobody else is doing Field 23 for poplars. Which surprises me, because I feel like this is the most logical field. Like, it's nice and small, so if you don't like the way the poplars work now, you don't have this giant mass of crop that you don't want. Like, I feel like this is the best field to do this crop in. Field 15 is also really good, though. I've heard Daggerwin and Landy are both using Field 15. That's not a bad idea, because if you do like the biobaler and the way that all works, then you've got a ton of poplars to do it with. But at the same time, I'm erring on the side of caution here and going with the what if I don't like it style of planting, which the reason that I got narrow tires on this, by the way, is I don't need to worry about driving on the crops. That's why I needed the class swapped out for something that was a bit narrow tire-ier. How on earth have I managed to... Am I just better off turning off the lines and just kind of eyeballing this? I think I am, you know. So let's turn off the lines altogether. Let's eyeball this, which is always a good idea when I'm involved. I'm noticing that the density of the poplars is quite insane. But yeah, the plan is that this is all going to be sorted by the time that I finish streaming this evening. And also, I need to remember to give Lobster extra work because I don't think he knows that there's now an issue after he fixed the controller issue that Guidance Steering had. That there is now an issue with wheels that he may have accidentally created. I feel like these lines are like bizarrely straight for me. There's something doesn't feel right because these look actually neat. Possibly something to do with the fact that this thing... The DOIS is really struggling with this, by the way. This isn't something the DOIS is happy to do, but it's... I mean, it's going, and that's kind of the main thing, but these lines are like really neat and look like somebody who actually knows what they're doing has done this. And they're not perfectly equally spaced, but I'd say relatively equally, considering you know, this is me we're talking about, and I'm not able to use GPS at the moment for some reason, and Courseplay's not working for me, so I want to say this is going well. But yeah, I'm gonna need to figure out the Courseplay problem. It might be that I can fix it by doing some save game tweaks, which is distinctly possible. Or just re-downloading Courseplay and deleting the old version that I had and remaking the folder and all this faffery. I'll figure something out anyway. Guidance steering, I can just chat at Wobster for a bit. Like, hey, do you remember how I was saying yesterday about how I really like using versions of mods that I find stable because they don't cause me problems, and you were telling me to update guidance steering? Well, I found a problem immediately. This is... Am I hitting peak Dave the last 2 days? Between Jag super chatting literally more than I made last month, yesterday. Me hitting the car and firing the wool onto the roof of the car, which then drove off with the wool on top. And then today, breaking guidance steering literally as soon as I start using it. I feel like we're hitting peak Dave again. Like I feel like I'm peaking once again with the really dumb things what are happening during videos and streams. That said, I am also like planting this in a believable way, so I'm not entirely sure. This field looks really nice with the alternating lines that are mostly equidistant. Like, I'm really a fan of this. And it is looking kind of like we will need the second pallet, so I'm kind of glad that I bought it. By the way, if I really like how the bio-baler works, I will end up like trying to get a second field and getting even more poplars down. Because really the biggest complaint, problem, issue, whatever you want to call it, the biggest sticking point for me with poplars is how long they take to plant, and with the New Holland how long they take to harvest. If if the bio-baler sorts that problem of the harvest taking forever and you only need to really plant them the once, then you might see me doing poplars a bit more often, because they'll be a lot more convenient to do, a lot less headache inducing. And Fahy is now dancing in his seat. I can hear Fahy typing madly. Yes, poplars, always poplars, only poplars. Dave, do poplars. Poplars, poplars, poplars. Because poplars are, for some reason, a meme. Right. Let's get this on the move. Plant her down. I feel like I'm doing really well with this. Like, considering, number one, it's me, and number two, it's me doing something by eye. I feel like these lines are, like, quite very straight. I'm gonna actually just really quickly jump over to the John Deere, because I want to test guidance steering. If it's just this piece of equipment, because the offset is so low, it doesn't work. So, just bear with me a second. I'm just going to load up a random course on this. There we go. Why do you not have the lines on? No, that is actually a problem with... Okay, that's a bug that I'm going to have to report to Wobster. Because that shouldn't be happening. By the way, that's how to test for a problem, is try and replicate it in something completely unrelated. If it's a problem you think is global, try and replicate it in something that you know should work. And obviously from using in yesterday's stream, I know that the John Deere with the mowers works with guidance steering, or did at least. And now it's thrown a bit of a fit because I'm using a wheel and it's almost never perfectly centered. So, Wopster's gonna have a headache. Wopster's gonna be angry. That said, I have full faith in what I would argue is one of the best farm sim modders there is. Just full stop, one of the best guys there is for modding in farm sim. The absolute scripting lunatic. I fully expect him to be able to figure out what the problem is and fix it, like, probably within... definitely within a day, probably within a couple hours. Because he is that good. Like, when somebody can help with seasons and then create GPS from scratch in a new way that is much more realistic than the old way GPS worked, and can actually get people to really enjoy the new way GPS works, that person is a good guy. And Wopster is a good guy. Also, this field is looking it's starting to look a bit more wonky because my working by eye isn't working as well as I'd like. Yeah, I'm feeling like the steering sensitivity is a bit wonked all of a sudden. I wonder, is this somehow related to the controller issue? I wonder, is this related to the fix Wopster made for controllers that it's accidentally broken wheels? If so, I can blame Landy. Because Landy was the one that pointed out the controller problem to him. This could end up as some weird little argument between me and Landy going through Wopster and guidance steering. Because yeah, it definitely doesn't function with a wheel now. With my wheel, anyway. But then again, it seems like stuff has gone particularly weird with mods today, so I might remake some of the mod folders. Courseplay in particular, I think I need to just remake that mod folder entirely. Okay, this field is looking really good. I'm actually quite happy with how this field is looking. Which I know I've said that approximately 73,000 times. If somebody wants to count up all the times that I said, oh, this field looks really good, I'm really happy with how the field looks. This field is looking cool. The field looks good. Yeah, then you get like free internet cookies if you comment. How many times I've actually mentioned that I like the way the field looks today? Yeah, this is gonna have to be finished during the stream, which is gonna mean that it's either gonna have to be finished during the stream or off camera, because I do want to get this done today. Just so that it's done more than anything else. Like, I know the DLC doesn't drop till Tuesday, but I don't want to spend like half the weekend working on this as well. So I feel like I'm better off like trying to get this all done today and worrying about other things. Tomorrow's like flight sim. Saturday's multiplayer in theory, which reminds me I need to update the mods on the server. Like, I don't want to go through like Sunday rushing to try and get this done. That would be like the worst case scenario. But I think what I'll do, because this is quite boring and you know, not the most exciting job in the world, driving a field at 8 kilometers an hour and popping down some trees. What I'll do is I'll finish this during the stream so that I can chat with you guys while I'm doing it. And we can have a Q&A session or something while we do it. Even though, in my eyes, like, all streams are Q&As. You guys ask questions in the chat and streams. This is why I never have a Q&A streams, by the way. Is because I count all the streams as, like, Q&A. If you guys want to ask a question during a stream, 9 times out of 10 I will answer that question on the stream. So I don't see the point in doing, like, a specific stream for you guys asking questions and me answering them, when that's what I do during a normal stream. We've not even got to halfway in this field. Because I've had a few people asking, like, Dave, why don't you ever do, like, Q&A streams? Like, you should really do it. I'm like, every time somebody asks me that, I just kind of sit there and think, well, what do you think a normal stream is? Because to me, Q&A stream is where people ask questions and they get answered by the person streaming, and that's what I try my best to do during, like, any given stream. To me, there's no point in me doing a Q&A stream because it's just a normal stream where nothing is different. Except maybe I don't have a game playing. Like, that doesn't strike me as fun. Doesn't strike me as entertaining. But that is going to do it for today, guys. Hope you enjoyed. If you've got any rule suggestions, the no money cheat rule, if it comes out tomorrow in tomorrow's video, I am going to ignore it for the purposes of the DLC. I'm going to be straight up and honest with you guys. Like, once the DLC comes out, I will be cheating money in to get the extractor for square bales, as well as the bio baler, because they're two things that I really want to show off. Number one, I really want to have a play with them, and number two, I think you guys, well, I asked this in yesterday's stream, didn't I? I asked you guys what are you most excited for from the DLC, and a lot of you guys said the extractor. I'm really now ruining this field because I'm planting these 3 lines way too... I don't know. But a lot of you guys were looking forward to the extractor and the silage noodles. So, actually, yeah, in the comments, as well as, like, rule suggestions, what are you guys looking forward to in the Anderson DLC? Because for me, it's somewhere, like, it's a mix of a bit of everything. The only thing that I'm not really overly gone on, if that's the right way to put it, is the forestry trailer, because I just don't get on with forestry. Like, the bale wrappers look awesome. The trails round bale wrapper looks perfect for, let's say, an Irish map like Shamrock Valley or something like that, or Air Ireland. The bale trailers are much higher capacity than are in-game, especially the round bale trailers. The bio baler is something completely new to the game, which is awesome, as are the extractors. And there's bigger feed mixers. I mean, what's not to love about the DLC? But you guys let me know what you're looking forward to the most in the comments. I know that I asked the same question during the stream yesterday, but I want it in the video too. So yeah, that's gonna be it for today. If you enjoyed the video, do hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. And if you want to see more, most importantly, until next time, stay safe and goodbye.